Welcome to Warp TV, where we help you get good and maybe take some scalps. Scalp of the day, brought to you by Junkie Burps versus Amazingly Andy with Nambla. Excellent job, man. Okay, and on to the Chaos Challenge, guys. So what is it? We've got all spells, Dougie's, and Butter's characters cost 1 less energy than normal. Don't confuse spells for traps. And onto the Chaos Challenge examples. First up, we have Ghost of Cock Magic, normally Ghost of Crystal, with Illuminati. Should be a great match. Starting off with a pretty okay hand. I got a spell, cycled into a spell, and we're going to put that token in that corner. Always seems to be a good move. Yeah, the Terrence and Phillip on the lower corner is not usually ideal, but I did have some situational cards in the hand as well, but it ended up working out. We're going to get great value for that poison. We hit a 4-cost card, and then actually another 4-cost card. So that brought our 2-cost poison to great value. But something you should definitely take away from that is that it actually did not kill them. So you'll have to kind of do it the rest of the way. But it still gives you good value. And always keep an eye out for these Dougies. They're going to pop up when they believe you're low on energy and you can't react to that quick moving card. Going to stay calm in this situation and just simply look at our hand and see what's going on. What can we possibly do to deflect what she's doing? And it turned out to be just fine. She's kind of got the same idea. Dougie sped up a little bit, almost taking the bar. And it looks like we're going to move into a reset, being at 4 or 5 energy. I'm sure she got pretty low after that as well. She's rethinking her tactics, I'm sure, as you should be as well, because it worked, but it didn't work completely. So you always want to see what the opening move is to the opponent, and it looks like she's going to be trying a slow roll. When you've got a skilled opponent, guys, do your best to try and divide their forces up, because they're definitely going to know what they're doing as far as that goes. Here my thought process was try and block a 2-cost card with a 4-cost card and make her think that that was my only recourse, and mind control the Space Warrior. Now I know that looked a little weird. It looked like it made it like an L-shaped run. I actually got a hold of her, and it seemed to be okay on her end. I think it was a visual bug on my end. So no shenanigans here, guys. Not that I know of. But good game. Goes to Crystal. It was an excellent match. Don't usually fight you anymore, so again, well played. Real quick, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Help me out. Thank you. Next up in your challenge examples, we've got Choke Me Haze with Mercenaries. The Mercs. A little different deck for you guys this time. It's a fantasy superhero. Thought process here, instead of going for a Doc Timmy, if people have, you know, a cheaper Lightning Bolt, for example, it's going to be a 3-cost, so you are out 1 energy if they happen to Lightning Bolt you, or, you know, whatever spell that may be. And you've also got, it's going to be a 1-cost Paladin Butter, so that's a very good advantage. Little misplay here on the General Disarray. Whoops. Gotta be careful. It's just, it's very marginal there, guys, so it's good that you're seeing that something like this can happen. But that's okay. Looks like we're gonna recover just fine. but it is a hassle to have to go through that. I'm gonna send a Dougie in there, and he's got the same idea. The knockback actually helped me out. Looks like he's gaining a little bit of momentum here. We're down to 3 energy. Belf's not dying. He's got a Dougie coming in. Gonna make some moves here. I think he's still gonna get a hit. Yep. And there's Aerostorm. Gonna give him the bar. Yep, everything's dead. So now you can reset and rethink what you've been doing. Sometimes it is better to just let the bar go rather than waste energy to try to defend it, and they're still going to be able to destroy it. So just chill, sit back, and think about how the person is playing. Think about how you can adapt your current cards to their strategy. You gotta be careful when you respond to something easy looking like that, like a level 1 Hanky. They might have a spell ready, anything. Yeah, rushes on both sides. You kind of have to be prepared for things you obviously don't normally see because it's challenge mode. So here he's being a little cheeky, just trying to divide me up. That kind of shows he does have some kind of respect for me, so that's good. Like I said earlier, if you got a skilled player, you got to divide up your forces. So that's a well-placed Dougie there for the bar. Good game, choke me. Choke me later. Next up in your challenge examples, we have J Honey Bananas with Donopolos Team. We're back to the sci-fi superhero deck for you guys on this one. I think you needed another example. I thought this deck was a lot more fun than the fantasy superhero one, so I wanted to just give you guys more examples. I threw that tally down just in case whatever he was bringing up was gonna get sped up. A pretty early poison in my opinion. Rats, 2 for 1 here. Butters got through for a couple hits on the new kid, always a good thing. Thinking about trying something a little cheeky myself. Let's see if I can pull it off. It was just not enough health. It was a close one though. I like that. I like that. I said this in another video, guys, but this General Disarray, it makes me super aggressive, much more than I normally am, and I'm usually a conservative player, or I'd like to think I am. So don't do what I do as far as that goes. Just try to play him a little more conservatively when you've got more backup, and you won't end up in this situation here. Now I can manage it, but I could have very easily misplayed something in a hurry or whatever. Don't ever put yourself in that situation. Like here, much better use of a General Disarray here because you've got the backup, and it ended up right there next to the new kid where someone or another unit is hitting the new kid. So yeah. You want to be careful when and where you set your units. If you've got a Witch Garrison coming around with its super quick charge, that slow can be pretty punishing, guys. So always try to do something as far as placement or something that will keep you with the advantage. That was a good game, Jay Honey. We'll see you next time. Next up in your challenge examples, we have JSM with Quebec Bastards. There's another example for you guys with the superhero sci-fi. I thought it was overall the best, but I still wanted to show you guys that fantasy superhero as well. It's always good to see perspective and maybe in how somebody might use fantasy against you. But yeah, just be aware that I did think that the superhero sci-fi was much more effective. So hopefully you're watching all the way through to the end. I would not necessarily mind control a General Disarray just because of how slow he moves, and you saw that he basically slow walked it all the way over to the new kid. Didn't really work out for him, and we were able to counter him pretty bad with that mind control ourselves. And with the super fart, like you guys just saw, if you didn't know, the best way to use that is right before the Dougie, an actual head hunting Dougie, hits your new kid. And what that does is it will, it knocks him all the way back. But if you get him just right, just before he hits, he'll start walking back to your new kid. So that's definitely what you want, since they do hit hard, and it is a bad situation here in challenge mode. You're seeing some of the value for our token there, our Tupperware. He was able to cancel out General Disarray's lava, which either way, if he had gotten it off, it would not affect the token. That's good poison value for this challenge. 2-cost poison. Space Warrior for a charge directly to the new kid's face. Looks like he's gonna let it slide. Hopefully he hasn't quit. Yeah, it looks like he has. That was a good game, JSM. Well played. Well guys, I want to thank you very much once again, and as always, for staying till the end of the video. It really helps me out. It tells YouTube that we mean business around here, and it also tells Redlinks that people care about the channel. So thank you for watching through and liking, commenting, and most importantly, subscribing. Thank you so much. We will see you next time.